Okay, should be streaming. Should be able to check the audio. Got hair on the microphone.
That's interesting.
First it was mine, but sorry. Oh, I got hair on my microphone. Here we go. Oh, look, a scam call. Who'd have thunk it? That never happened.
Right?
Bah.
Yeah, the music's a little loud, but I don't think it's bad. Maybe just a touch.
Okay, well,
We sound great.
put it down there. See,
Waiting for the delay.
yeah, let it catch up.
Yeah, I can still hear it really well.
Okay.
All right. And then I'll check it again when it gets time for talking.
Yes.
So,
Here we go.
what are you most excited for that could get shown off today?
Okay, I know that we've got announcements, and I can't think of the top of the head. I can think of a couple. But we've got, 4 or 5 things that, yeah, this is what's we're going to showcase today.
Yeah, something from id.
Yeah, and then they're having the one they're not announcing, right?
Right.
Okay. We talked earlier a little bit about the rumors that we heard, maybe what it could be. Right, that you said State of Decay 3 was one.
Right.
And then the Oblivion remake was one I'd mentioned. I thought there was one other as well, but I can't remember. But
There's,
I don't know.
I'm torn because on the one hand, I'm really excited for whatever the mystery thing is, but on the other hand, I'm also worried it might just be like Fallout 76 2. You know what I mean? Like,
Fallout. Yeah, right. No, Fallout. You can now wear a pan on your head in Fallout 76.
Yeah.
Big secret announcements.
Player knows Battlegrounds Fallout 76 crossover. I'm excited for something new with Doom. I think it's time for a good new. I didn't like Eternal that much.
Well, I thought they were going to showcase off a little bit more of the what is it, Doom, the Dark Ages?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'd like to see some footage of that.
yeah, that'll look good.
And then, this is Xbox. We could get mystery thing. Could be something with Fable.
Well, you're right, could be. But we're getting a lot of the schematics that are drawn up here are Doom.
Yeah. I think it's starting with id, right?
Yeah.
Almost assuredly.
Yeah.
And Doom guy on a turret.
Yeah. Yeah. Big old guy.
I'm here for it.
All right. There's a helmet.
I worry a little bit that people have hyped themselves up so much for this that
Well-
it's not going to deliver what they want.
No, I'm sure. And look, I just want to see some cool stuff.
Yeah.
See what games are coming. I don't get that excited about games anymore. See if there's anything to get excited about.
I agree.
I like some of the sketch art here. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, this is good stuff. This is of the things that we've seen in streams leading up to it, I think this is the best one.
Ah, that's something to look at. Fair enough.
As it cycles through them.
Yeah. It's going through. I don't know. It's Microsoft, but Microsoft owns so much stuff now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, we'll see.
We shall see.
That's not. That looks like Elden Ring stuff, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely like strange, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Odd World?
Oh man. No.
Maybe a little too strange even for that. Like Oddworld has a style for sure.
Yeah. That's definitely the Dark Ages Doomsday guy.
Right.
So I don't know. Maybe all those are. Maybe it's just Doom. It's software. They're just clicking.
Yeah.
Guess we'll find. I'm just hoping it is, is better than the Game Awards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did we miss a Nintendo Direct?
So they didn't do a direct, they just dropped the Switch 2.
Which is just an announcement, right?
Yeah.
Just the
They
announcement.
dropped the even when it was coming, it's just hey,
Sandfall, id, Compulsion.
mystery and something else. I think it's 5 things they're showing off.
Yeah. Well, thanks for being straight up about that.
Yeah. Okay, all day one Game Pass. Very cool.
That is good. There's your surprise announcements. All games for play anywhere. Play, yeah.
I'm gonna be ready for audio here. Oh, we're definitely starting with Doom if it's rating pending to M.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Look at all those ratings. Okay.
All around the world. Seems a little quiet.
Four games, as in that's how deep they are into New Doom? Oh, no, just in general. So it's not 5, it's 4.
Okay. Let's see.
I was going to say, I think we're only at 2, technically, Dark Ages being the 3rd for New Doom.
That was cool. The organ he had going there.
Mm-hmm. All right, so far it sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and focus in.
All right. Always should work.
Hey, Remote.
Hey, Remus. How you doing, man?
Hope you're ready.
Look, there's humans involved. I'm not here for the humans. I'm here for the digital stuff. Compulsion, Sandfall Interactive. Please stand by.
Okay, so we're going to start with the mystery. Yes.
It is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh-huh. Okay. It's not Sea of Thieves 2, is it?
No, that's...
Halo 7? It could be. Team Ninja. Okay.
I haven't... With this gameplay, I'm impressed.
They just did Rise of the Ronin, right?
Huh.
こんにちは。超えてくもゲームズチーム忍者の安田
I
美
need
彦
to
です。
check the audio for talking.
今日は皆様にチーム
Please announce exciting news about one of our flagship action series. Okay? Without further ado, please take a look.
Ninja Gaiden?
And the music fades.
Several years ago, the Dark Dragon, youngest of the divine dragon gods,
The Divine
wreaked
Dragon.
havoc across the world. The plot was ultimately thwarted through the efforts of a sole
Yeah, it
ninja.
sounds good. Is it Strider?
However,
No,
Dark Dragon
Strider's not
husk remained,
Team Ninja.
no.
and from this husk,
I just saw the tech and
this
went.
downpour of cursed rain. The abandoned Tokyo continues its struggle against chaos to this day.
All right.
Traded the facility.
Recognize that
The
character.
Lensing mission.
Platinum. That looks Ninja Gaiden.
It does.
I'm down for a platinum game.
Running across walls. Big sliding part. Finishing moves. That's kind of a classic thing to throw in a game. You know,
Yeah.
Rail,
Ooh.
jumping rails.
I'm digging that. That's very Revengeance. But it's platinum, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. You have my attention.
Silver Samurai.
The blood mechanic seems really interesting. Ninja wearing soap shoes.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's platinum.
That's how they slide. It's a strategy.
I like the aerial combat too. It's like that little hang you can do in air.
Well,
to dodge
ever since the
attacks.
original Devil May Cry, is if you're gonna do this,
Ah,
you've got
Ninja Gaiden.
you got to have some.
Whatever your clan is,
There he is.
Yeah.
it ends here.
There he is.
So we're gonna have a shrinking level. That's.
Look, I'm here for more Ninja Gaiden.
Sure. It's been a long way since the arcade.
Well, the third game was kind of rough, right? But there were still some really hype moments in it. So it looks like you play as both,
What? Okay.
but they fight each other at one point.
世界中の町人の皆さん。
Oh yeah, they're very
Yeah.
difficult
お待たせ
games.
しました。
I beat it on Nintendo. Never got far in the arcade.
Has it really been 10 years since Ninja Gaiden 3?
Yeah. I messed with the next couple, but they felt kind of janky in a weird way. I don't know how to explain it.
That's why I'm excited that Platinum's involved here, because I think the gameplay is going to be a lot smoother. As a reminder to anybody that might have forgotten, yeah, I was about to say Bayonetta and Nier Automata, Beautiful Joe,
忍者ガイデン4というタイトルを10年以上の時を超えて新たに皆様にお届け
One
す
for
るにあた
101,
りより多くの方に新鮮な気持ちでプレイしていただける
Yakumo.
よう新たな世界を新主人公であるもう一人の町人ヤクモで冒険するという形で制作することにしました
I'm here for it.
Good. Checking it out.
There's Ryu.
先ほどご覧いただいた映像の中でリュウハヤブサも登場しておりましたが
As long as he can still Azuna drop people.
密接に
Show me an Azuna drop, please.
なぜヤクモと戦うことになったのかリュウハヤブサが戦う
My favorite
目
move
的
in
は何
Ninja
なのか
Gaiden.
本作の物語の中で展開していきます
任務は必ず成し遂げる邪魔をするな
物語は黒龍がもたらした正気の雨によって
Reign of
荒廃
Dark
した首
Rot.
都東京が舞台となっています
Alright.
この雨は黒龍が生きている証であり雨が止まない限り東
Reign
京
of
に安寧
So
は
we gotta
訪
fight
れ
him as the final boss, right? The Dark
I'm
Dragon.
good. Yeah.
Ooh.
今作の新主人公
I mean, the
であ
game
る
looks great.
ハヤブサ
That
と
one
ツル
boss though almost seems like a standard boss if you're gonna do a Japanese game.
Sure.
You're gonna have a woman with a tail, foxtail, the boss. It's-
Yeah.
戦いに投じます
I don't just mean graphics either. When I think the art direction is very
これま
good.
で
Yeah.
忍者ガイデンシリーズで
Very stylist looks good.
そこにさらに危機を感じさせる要素として呪いやより混沌とした景観のデザインを取り入れています
Make it tough, yeah.
ステージプレイ中に街が呪いの影響を受けビルは崩れ
Yeah, I mean, why not, right?
ヤクモをピンチに陥れることでしょう舞台となる
So we're mostly going to be playing as Yakumo then, since they
Yeah,
did
yeah,
say
yeah.
Ryu there as well.
Yeah.
ヤクモと敵対する
He said plays a pivotal role in the story, not that you get to play him.
Yeah. That's true.
They're doing the Metal Gear Solid thing.
Yeah.
前作より立体的に自由度の増した
But you get to start out with Ryu, but
That's
then you're
what
gonna
it
switch
looks
over.
like.
おなじみの対峙など忍者アクションを駆使して
Hey, if the first level with Ryu is like the freighter in
レールアクション
Metal Gear Solid 2, I'm here for it.
ダイナミック
I just want a mod in it for every time that I jump off the wall.
こ
It
れら以外
goes
にも
parkour.
様々なシチュエーションやチャレンジ隠されたアイテムなどを用意しておりステージが進むごとに
Okay,
上が
yeah,
ってい
I
く
mean-
テンションにも
Oh,
驚いていただけると思います
Nice, nice.
It's interesting to me. It keeps cutting to different people in the studio, and they get to talk. That's a nice touch.
Yeah.
彼にはまだ若さも残っていますが、カラス一門を背負う
I really, if he's still young, I really want to see Ryu just like squash him at one point.
Well, if you start with that, that's a good reason to hate Ryu through the rest of it, to try to kick his butt at the end of it.
Yeah,
I don't know why he's fighting Moon Knight there, but
I do like that guy's design a lot, though.
the Silver Samurai
Yeah.
looking, yeah. That's another like it's a little bit cliche, but then again, it's like yeah, those look cool.
That's a good take on Tengu.
Yeah. Which is a pretty good game in itself.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm digging these monster designs so far. I was a little concerned, like you said, you know, we saw a couple of their bosses that were very cliche. But some of these new monsters they're showing off here look pretty nice.
Yeah.
バトルスピードをさらに加速させ目にも止まらぬスピードで敵との攻防を繰り広げることが
Right
でき
next
ま
speed.
す
I mean, it's platinum. I would expect no less.
Right.
さらにヤクモが使える新要素結節忍術ヌエの型
I mean, it's Ninja Gaiden. You are Super Ninja.
これまでから
Right.
大
Right.
きく進化した一対他の戦闘を可能にしました
Oh,
ヌエの型では
those signature attacks are very cool. Nue style.
広範囲かつ一
I don't think it looks great.
I'm
betting It'd be fun, even even just like you don't really play it once, you
Yeah.
know, but I bet it'd be a blast to run through it.
Yeah.
ガードや回避をして
Duels? Okay.
緊張感のあるフェアな戦闘を味わうことができます
We're gonna get stuff like this for each game show, and if this thing is like only 4 games
一瞬
shown.
の隙を逃さずに攻撃を仕掛けていくことが重要です
Which I don't mind them digging deep and hearing from
Yeah.
different people that are working on it.
I'm here for
さ
it.
らなる進化を感じられるかと思います
It's like it reminds me a little bit of Some of those remind me a little bit of the like the Elden Ring, that series.
Yeah.
Uh,
The Soul series.
Mixed with a little bit of that classic Devil May Cry, jump, spun. I think it's just about an hour.
I saw some people saying 45, 50 minutes. So pretty,
Yeah.
somewhere in there. Raven style and Nue style.
Strategically, yeah, right.
As long as it's not like DMC, not the series, the game DMC,
Yeah.
where enemies can only be defeated by one of them. I'm fine with it. That
No,
game is really
no. They're honoring Balan Wonderworld with that. You've
Oh.
got, and one of them you can't jump. But it's just,
Right.
it's on the jump level, but
Ugh. It's in the draw. That's all I wanted.
yeah. Okay, next game. We're moving
Yep.
on. There you go.
Both
Yeah.
of them can do it.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
シリーズおなじみのアクションも駆使しつつ新アクションを織り交ぜた新しい忍者ガイデンに
Sure.
ご期待ください
Should be good. Should be good. Looking forward to it.
忍者ガイデンシリーズに色濃く残っている歯応えや
Yeah, I mean, I think it looks really good. I think they're all just about out of footage to show now, and we're
Yeah.
seeing a lot of the same stuff. But
Yeah, and I think a lot of it's gonna be like classic thing, where it's gonna be like your time is gonna have to be specific
yeah,
on jumps and stuff. And battles are probably gonna be easy to die if you're not paying attention.
yeah, I think so. I'm excited for a revival of Ninja Gaiden. You know, it sounds weird to say revival because in my mind, like 3 just came out the other day, but that's been 10 years.
Yeah, a decade. It's been a decade.
Stealthily like ninjas teamed up with- yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
ついに発表することができて非常に嬉しく思います2025年秋に本作
I wonder whose idea that was.
Fall. Okay. Look at that giant stack of jump next to that guy's desk.
I need you to go through these.
That's the real hero right there.
Heck yeah.
He's got every issue of Jump that came out last year next on his desk.
One more thing.
こちらをご覧ください
Take a look.
Please be Neo.
Wind whistles anonymously.
I love Neo. Please be. Oh, okay, it's more. That's fine. That's fine. Is it like a prequel game where you play as Ryu?
It's just the original Ninja Gaiden remade this way.
Hey, could be pretty
It's
great.
going to
Too.
jump into something. It'd be 3D instead of 2.
Some of these areas look similar though. That
Yeah.
hallway. It might be the first game, or it might be 2. It's been a long time since I played the first game.
It's just a 2D stuff with scroller except for the
Yeah.
shrinking throwing thing. Oh no, I think this might be. Are they remaking one?
That's what I'm saying. I think it is. Oh, see, he hates Genshin Impact. He's my hero.
Right. They wanted to make sure to get
It's
that
2.
in.
It's 2 remade.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, I thought a lot of that looked familiar. It's just been too long. They used to do that a lot back in the day, where they,
Yeah.
this is in black. 2008. I played this game exactly once.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
アンリアルエンジン5を用いてグラフィックを大幅に刷新忍者ガイデン2の完全版として開発いたしました
That'd be a much bigger undertaking.
To move it into 3D.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you just make it prettier and keep it 2D. Let it probably work.
Yeah. Today.
Ah!
Okay.
No! I'm
Shadow
sorry.
Drop.
I'm mixing this up with Shinobi.
Well, the original
No,
Ninja
but-
Gaiden was still 2D though.
Yeah.
Now they did a Ninja Gaiden's got the same name, but that was 3D, but it's not the same game as the first game, I don't think.
Yeah. You're the ninja.
Very cool.
I don't think that's one of the animals.
It is now. Move over. Horse? Is it horse this year? I don't remember. You're the snake. Move over.
Sorry,
snake.
right snake.
Bonus Ninja Gaiden 2 Black play today. Very cool. Under compulsion. I don't remember this studio as to like what they've done before. Okay.
Interesting.
Hi, and welcome to Compulsion Games here in Montreal,
Hello.
Canada.
Hi.
At our studio,
Oh
we
no,
care
they're
about world
Canadians.
building, and we treat the setting almost like a character of its own.
Sure.
From the magical Nora of Contrast to the alternate history of We Happy Few. we
Oh,
have inspiration from
right,
the
okay.
landscape to shape mood, drama, and intrigue.
We Happy Few had like a
For
wonderful
South of Midnight,
story,
our
Yeah.
third-person action
I
adventure
just
game,
did not like the way
story
the
and
game played
characters
at all.
Bring a folkloric Deep South to life. This gave us a chance
That
to
can do
explore
it.
Southern Gothic themes
Deep
with a dark
South
fantasy twist.
folklore.
So while our protagonist
I mean, yeah, the way We Happy
Few
Few played was
it's the
terrible in my
macabre
mind.
elements and larger-than-life creatures that will leave a mark on her journey.
Is that slow down in that cutscene? That was slow down there with that jaw.
Yeah, that's kind of jumpy.
It is really picking up out there. Did you pack everything?
Mama, this ain't my first hurricane. I know what to do.
As long as you didn't forget the...
Flashlights and batteries.
Oh, shoot, we got 5 minutes. Let's go.
Won't be rushed if you didn't.
Okay.
Don't mumble.
There's a lot of cool monsters they could use for
Said
Deep
we
South.
won't be rushed if you didn't waste all
Yeah.
your time at the shelter.
Now, you want to bring this up right now.
I'm just saying.
Hazel, please.
We might need some help. I might need some help. While you're out helping everybody else.
Hazel!
Well,
Oh no.
I don't
Hazel
dislike the
may
character
start
designs
her
at all. I
journey
really
with
like
breaking
the
the
like
law, but
style that the character's done up in.
Well, I like what you said. If they go to, if like this is like in like southern Louisiana, like Bayou.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool creatures you can
Oh, yeah.
pull and add in.
I just don't love the way the
The
characters
land
move.
itself
Yeah.
uses Hazel as a weaver.
Well, ever since
Someone who can
Spider-Man
see beyond the surface
Yeah.
and tap
Yeah.
into deep
Yeah, it's, I think
reality.
that's what it is too. The FPS is just a little bit too low.
Weavers can see the fabric binding our worlds, connecting people, nature.
It might be set
and
at like
echoes
24 or
of the past.
26.
Yeah.
Hazel can perceive both the mystical strands and stigmas in the world. Through her newfound power, she reweaves these.
Because like I said, I
stigmas
really like the
and
art
mends
style.
The
I
afflicted
just
creatures she encounters.
that jittery movement
Hazel
really
discovers
bothers
her
me.
Power, the world gradually shifts into the surreal, revealing that creatures from the old folktales actually exist.
You up here. My salvation.
Among them is
Yeah.
good old Catfish, the storyteller who becomes both the guide and companion to Hazel across the game.
It ain't every day I hear about a new weaver such as yourself. Would you kindly do your weavy thing and help me down?
How much do you think we're gonna see when this comes out? People being like, I don't know what they're saying.
Designed around textile crafting and traditional.
Be sure to turn the subtitles on.
A spindle, 2 weaving hooks, and a distaff.
Because I guarantee you there's going to be at least a couple journalists that are like, oh, the game's so cool, but it's so hard to understand people. And it's like, that's much easier to understand than some people you and I both know.
Through a variety of movement abilities. Those abilities also help Hazel progress on a journey.
Okay, see, the actual like
As her
movement stuff
journey
isn't jittery.
unfolds,
It's just
Hazel
in the
will master
cutscenes, I
new
guess.
weaving abilities,
Mhm.
using them to travel
Maybe they
the
haven't
world,
rendered it all the way yet. I don't know.
Maybe.
and confront adversaries.
Combat is about understanding and adapting to different enemy archetypes known as inks.
This is not a dig at them at all. I think it's sick that people from all around the world are trying to understand different cultures and use their monsters and stuff. I wish it happened more.
Yeah.
It is really funny to me to be like, oh yeah, Deep South, Louisiana, Bayou,
Each ink
Creole,
has its own unique
and then to
moveset,
hear
strengths and weaknesses.
French
Yeah.
accents, you know?
Yeah.
And adapt to it. For example,
Yeah, that's. I think
Ah,
that's
that's-
what Rundgren was referencing a minute
Yeah,
ago.
for sure.
strikes from afar,
For sure, for sure.
While the Ravager closes the distance.
Yeah.
Hazel can counter these threats with agile melee abilities.
I think the
to execute
world looks
powerful
great.
combos
Yeah,
I think the art design's awesome. I don't know about the gameplay though.
and shots.
yeah.
But
And
close
Keen
combat is
Zinc.
risky and can backfire
I'm willing to give it a
because
try
it's
for
a
sure.
powerful defensive ability.
But
Mastering your
the
magical
UI
skills
looks
becomes
very
key to the upper
Don't
running
Starve to me,
Yeah.
with the
and
icons and the
also have
health.
spells at your disposal that give you a tactical advantage during a fight. Timing is everything. Pull distant enemies close to
See what I
spot
mean about the
newcomers,
icons on the top left?
Yeah.
to interrupt and stun their attack. Then press the advantage with follow-up strikes.
I think I would have liked to
interact
dash
uniquely
in
with
there.
each enemy type, creating dynamic combat scenarios.
Thanks, Nightbot.
Especially when facing multiple types of opponents at the same time. Once they're dead, enemies can be unraveled, breaking their core and setting them free of their corruption, which has the added benefit of providing health boosts and reducing ability cooldowns.
Okay.
If your combos right, you can enhance Hazel's combat readiness and keep on chaining her abilities. As Hazel progresses in the game,
They are.
she
It's
unlocks
been a
new
lot of
moves
them
and improved
recently.
abilities, and you'll have to
It
decide
happens.
which areas
It comes
to
in
target.
waves.
Yeah.
Always around the first of the year.
will change
Same
how
time
you
we
approach
start
that
getting
enhancing area of
scam calls
Yeah.
about health insurance.
That's right.
pull skills to improve precision and make them feel more rewarding.
Constantly.
The combat system is fast and responsive, built around chaining attacks, landing precise strikes.
But
and
is it
unraveling
fast though?
enemies.
That's my biggest issue with it. It doesn't feel fast from here.
You can see every place old Molly terrorized and more. Now for the low, low price of $1.
In Hazel's search for her mother, you'll
Right
explore
after
multiple regions,
Spider-Verse
each
came
ruled
out,
by
there was a
mythical
big
creature
push
with their own Southern
on
Gothic
Twitter,
history.
X now.
You'll gradually uncover the backstory
Well, there you
of
go.
beings, once human or
Where
animal,
people were like
were
fixing
transformed by
movies,
tragedy.
and all they would
Their
do is
secrets waiting to be
run it
discovered.
through a program to reduce
As
the
a leader,
FPS to
Hazel
24
heals these
Yeah.
creatures by
to look
collecting
like Spider-Verse,
What?
and I hated it every time.
Yeah.
All
Well,
these echoes
they got it here.
each creature's
I
past.
understand. Of course, they would do it
Hazel must
again.
experience
Like in the
these
Spider
echoes
Verse,
before
it
she
was
can
awesome,
Yeah,
right? And the next one, do it again.
yeah.
But then the Turtles movie came out. They were doing
Yeah.
the exact same thing.
Creature that's been doomed to wander in. From
Like
the
that worked for that
atmosphere
comic book
environment to
movie.
unique
Right.
music
You're not
themes
doing that.
composed
Stop
to
using it.
Yeah.
While not all encounters
perfect
lead
for
to
that.
direct combat,
Please
Hazel
quit
will need
beating
to
it to
face
death.
mythical
And
creatures
unless
in epic confrontation
movement in the
before
game
she
is
can
tied
lead.
to the FPS, I
Boss
feel like
encounters
that's an
and
easy
easy
fix for them.
sequences also
See, people
address the
wind up
uniqueness
complaining
of
about it a
each
lot,
creature.
you know?
Yeah.
Distinct mechanics that
But
center
it also
around
seems like that's the
specific
vibe they're going for, so I don't know that it will
These
get
encounters
changed.
feature multiple phases
Maybe
that ramp up
sitting down playing it, you get immersed and you don't notice it anymore. You know?
As the encounters progress, the musical team builds
That Gator
up,
boss looks
cranking
really cool.
Yeah, it does. I was just thinking that. Oh, that does look good.
Whether it's two-toed Tom or hugging Molly.
Yeah,
each of these
I also
individual
hate that.
creatures
It's
is
just
Yeah.
inspired by Southern folklore and lead to climactic battles.
We got a long journey ahead.
I do think it's really funny to see.
South of Midnight unfolds as a
thank you.
hero's journey,
Uh,
and as Hazel,
they keep talking about Southern like mythology,
Yeah.
and it's possible they like we're gonna hear the stories of those. They say that I can't think of anything that represents that gator, other than just the idea of hey, gators in the swamp get big. Maybe that's just my own feeling. The bird I recognize pretty quick.
Yeah. The catfish, the
The
bird,
catfish, the crone,
the
bog witch.
I'm sure we can find something on an undead giant
History, landscape,
alligator.
Probably.
But they're saying south, and
and our team has
South
infused
big.
the game
it
with
is,
thoughtful
and this is
environmental
Louisiana.
storytelling,
Yeah.
You
like our
know.
bottle trees and hate blue porches, which are said to ward off evil spirits.
That's
The
cool.
weight of the past
I've
emerges
seen a
as
bottle
central
tree once
themes
Yeah.
that you can
Yeah.
see through old abandoned buildings and businesses struggling to
But
survive.
if there was a gator that big in the
Locals who
south,
stayed behind even in the face of
them
threat.
folks would have done ate it.
I'm the
That's
last
right.
person left here. All those damn hates. This part of the river's filthy with them.
Artistically,
I'm
we're
sorry,
staying
the
true
way
to
he
Moody
said that made
Proportions
it sound like a
signature
racial
style.
slur, and I really didn't like the way it
This
sounded.
time, we're using a handcrafted approach inspired by stop motion animation, which allows our team to bring a
So that's why it's stop
personality
motion.
into every
Okay.
Dragon character.
No, it's
Because
stop
the
motion
scope are
animation.
open to
They
visual
still animated
interpretation.
everything.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
didn't.
no, that's
they
true.
didn't.
To
This is
reimagine
not
these
claymation.
characters
This
and
is not
stories
figures
to
they
adapt
built.
how they look and to craft our own version of a
It's
fantastical
completely unnecessary to have that movement there.
Yeah, I agree. That's true.
At Compulsion Games, we love to craft.
And
our
I'm
own
not so.
specialties.
Look, hopefully the game music's
To add
different.
talent across all
Yeah,
of
it
this
needs some Creole music going.
Southern
Yeah.
such a
There's some
unique
difference.
personality.
I was like,
We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into
What I've
Southern
heard so far feels like what people
The
think
game
Louisiana
will
music
launch
sounds like. You know what I mean?
And
Yeah.
videos are now available on Xbox and Steam.
a little bit there.
Yeah. Just a touch. April 8th. All
Not
right.
bad. Not bad. Not bad.
I feel, yeah, they're going to save Doom for last now.
True.
That's true.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too thrilled on that whole stop motion. But there's plenty of cool stuff in that game, but
yeah,
I really think that's totally unnecessary. And seems kind of cheap to do.
And the worst part is it might have actually taken more work to do it that way, you know?
Interactive, and welcome to our nano.
See, I don't remember what Sandfall's worked on before either.
Yeah, they'll tell you.
I'm sure they will.
A small studio based in Montpellier, France, working
If
on
they've
our
done
first
anything.
game, Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
This is their first game. Clair Obscur.
It's a turn-based
It's
RPG
turn-based.
set in the fantasy version of late 19th century Belle Epoque France.
Here we are. Gothic Cruiser. Yeah,
Our
exactly.
current adventure in game
We need to
development
charge
actually
more
started
with the
as a solo
game.
passion project. I wanted to create something like the JRPGs with turn-based combat I grew up with and loved,
Okay.
but that fully leveraged the latest tech, refreshed the genre with new features, and took place.
See,
in
I don't care about graphics at all in my turn-based
I knew I needed
RPG.
help to realize my
What are the
dream.
mechanics?
First,
Yeah.
I turned to a programmer I knew would get it.
Guillaume and I started trading ideas right away.
That felt like a heist movie introduction, you know?
Soon, I was creating the first
I bet, yeah.
reactive turn-based system, combining real-time offense and defense elements.
Yeah.
I don't think we're far from it.
Things really
Wait, as soon as that first 500 gig game
we
hits.
felt we had something both challenging and fun.
As Tom and I went back and forth and iterated on game elements, a vision started to come together, and I shared it with an old friend from
Well,
university.
first of all, you got one thing going against you here.
Passionate gamers, and when he described the project, I
Yeah.
quit my job the following week.
You're
and
French.
joined the team without hesitation, because I believe that in video games, success always starts with a strong creative vision.
Yeah.
And we had that.
It helps, for sure.
Core elements. A story with great emotional depth.
Okay.
Gameplay that innovates
The menus look
on
great.
The classics we love.
It does.
I mean, they're a little basic, but the way they pop up is very cool.
Completely
Yeah.
original, beautiful, and immersive. We found it
It may sound strange, but I kind of hope they stick to true turn-based.
Yeah.
Not
drive to make something
because some of it's like turn-based with like action keys, right?
Yeah.
Time-sensitive buttons you gotta hit.
Right.
If the story's solid, these games work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Story.
I'll put up with just about anything for a good
Right.
story.
Yeah, this is
Intensively developing and refining ours. And that started with the hook. 67 years ago, a massive slumbering paintress and a monolith appeared with no warning. Once a year, the paintress wakes and paints a number on her monolith.
Okay.
Everyone who has passed that age is erased. Every year,
Okay.
that number ticks down, and everyone dies younger and younger. Expeditions depart to kill the paintress, determined to fight until their final breath, but none have ever returned. Our story follows Expedition 33.
You got me. I'm in. That's such a cool premise.
Expeditioners, we honor your dedication.
Because what if you lost? You're gonna die anyway when she paints again.
anyway. I've been dead for a long time.
Yeah, unfortunately, at 33, I'm gone too.
And conflicts arise because they have different perspectives on what needs to be done.
I'm sorry about earlier.
We wanted our story to
I'm
feel
also a
dark
sucker
and
for like
mature,
haunting
with adult
French melodies.
characters who feel like real people with real experiences.
Nobody's perfect.
The heart
I blame
of
it
the
on
story
opera,
is
you know?
about overcoming an existential threat while struggling with loss and grief. And it's rooted in the characters' relationships,
There you go,
both
there
to
you
each
go.
other and to themselves.
Yo.
What are we gonna do, huh? Tell me. What are we gonna do?
In a world like this, how does one stay hopeful?
I'm in.
or
Show me
make
some
peace
gameplay
with
because
their
you got
fate?
me with story.
What duty do we
No, no, this is a whole showcase.
to ourselves?
The developers, that's who we got to
These
look
questions
at.
are deeply personal to me, and they permeate the story behind the story.
Know that Lumiere fights with you. Tomorrow comes Expedition 33.
The characters all have their
Tomorrow
own
comes, of course,
motivations
being
and
a
perspectives.
popular French
To
phrase
Stefan
from the
Lumet
French
are
Revolution.
deeply invested in
Yes.
the expedition, even if they fight all the time. To them, the mission is tied not only to their family, it's central to their identity and purpose.
Protocol doesn't cover every contingency. You know that.
Contrast that with Ciel, whose darkest days have already happened.
What are the stars whispering to you? Actually,
What, when she got kicked out of Fable 4? Is that?
She does kind of look like it, yeah.
Yeah.
it's something
What's her
my
darkest
dad and
days?
I used to do.
And Maëlle, who cares more about really living her life, not just living longer.
Gustav? Are you real?
It's not all dark, though. Along the way, we meet various colorful NPCs and recruit Monoko, who is a friendly but kind of bloodthirsty philosopher and a fully playable character. He has a really
that guy
cool
looks
mechanic
sick.
where he can turn into the enemies he defeats.
What are you doing?
He's a blue mage?
Foot! Aha!
He's very, very old and has seen many
Okay.
expeditions come and go. He is a Jestroll, which are a group of playful beings who view battle as a form of
I think those guys played some old Final Fantasies and want to get wants to make something pretty with that kind of thing.
I mean, he's basically Umaro from Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much about it. It's like, okay, they've done their own thing for sure.
Yeah.
But that
is that powerful.
Oh, world map?
Yeah, see, there's.
Oh, yeah!
Special stones, you can unlock abilities for him to access new areas of the world and find exciting secrets. Everyone has their own reason for joining the expedition.
Yeah, I'm super. This is the most exciting thing for me for the year.
That we think players will really connect with.
This is great.
What?
In addition to a strong narrative, we had.
Oh, I think it's because it's moused over the link. It's fine. They can't see. Just us.
Move this.
We love and adds real-time reaction.
Okay, so it does have real-time
yeah.
Which gives combat greater intensity.
That's a little bit less cool. I like to be able to just like relax while playing.
Yeah.
You know? You can imagine it. Imagine you can see it. I'm really digging this though, man.
Mechanics took a long time to get right. During initial playtests, turn-based players often found the real-time elements too hard. Some of us are still traumatized by enemies from back then. We've done a lot of rebalancing since, and with a lot of iteration, we ultimately came up with a formula that we're proud of. Players who are good at real-time can take more risks, and others can counterbalance with items and strategies.
So in other words, you can turn them off.
A big part of that formula lies in the many ways you can customize your character.
Ooh, license board?
We spend a lot of time designing each character's
Me, I'm
unique
the baby.
mechanics and their custom skill trees. Our philosophy is making every type of playstyle viable so that
Right.
everyone can have fun with how they play the game.
I have to know
Each
somebody
character
that
has a unique mechanic.
can't really play it
That
unless
switches
it's
between
actually
stances
turn-based.
and
Yeah.
ultimately boost defense or power. I personally like to make Mal the protector of the group. But I'm
Okay,
pretty
so
much
it is
anyone
it is
that
basically
can
license
play
board.
that
You
way.
can build the characters however you want to build them.
Yeah.
But they probably have a preferred like path through it.
Right.
The characters can also equip hundreds of
Oh.
passive effects, which in our game are called Lumina.
Which, if you want to bring up
Every
knife,
character has more than
equip the
20
knife.
skills in a skill tree
Yeah.
and hundreds of
Use
passive
knife.
effects
No.
You can gain through Lumina and weapons.
That's a
So there
lot
are
of
tons builds
passives.
and playstyle to explore.
Yeah.
I feel like you're going to spend a lot of time in the menus, which I'm not opposed to.
As long as it's like kind of like intuitive.
Yeah.
Where you got a lot, big menus, but you know where you're going.
And if it's turn-based, then you can probably just ignore a lot of that if you want to and just grind
The
up.
story is set in the French fantasy world, and I was really excited to design something.
Where they actually win wars. I think.
Every
Those
level
monsters are
has
cool,
its
though.
own color and texture identity. For example, the Jestroll
The,
Village is an early area in the game where players can
Yeah,
enjoy a fun
I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
When it's
That's the
something
risk you
that
always
feels
run.
chaotic,
Yeah. Hopefully, it truly is like, depending on the path you take, it's a completely different character.
chaos
Yeah.
everywhere, huts are unsafe,
That's the way 12
built
is.
without
Final Fantasy
thought.
12, it's a whole different
Place
game
where
depending on how you
anyone
build your
could fight
characters.
you at any point, which is pretty much what the Jestrals are like. The Jestroll village is hidden inside
Sure.
an ancient sanctuary. The idea
Rainy
here were
room.
forest, labyrinth, and sentinels.
Rainy
I designed
room.
it as a vibrant place, like an old graveyard of Jestrals, or forgotten wooden toys in a box.
Okay.
With two main colors, red and white. I wanted to make it feel cozy, hidden from danger, with traps and labyrinths in case enemies get in. Same process with the characters. Minoko came in a
I don't
single
know.
concept. I thought of a monkey-like body, white fur. With
There's been a few
black and red
games
flat mask.
here recently that I'm glad they're really starting to work on the actual style.
For SK, we needed a cuddly companion to take us around
Yeah.
the world. I thought instantly
It's over
of a giant
just-
inflatable balloon, an old Victorian pin
Graphics.
with
Yeah,
many
just
intricate motifs. We start with the core
looking
themes and
realistic.
ideas,
Yeah.
the visuals grow
From the outside looking in, this has a very cool specific style, you know. But we'll see in actual play.
Sometimes for sure. Sometimes for sure.
Yeah, and as cool as seeing that village was, I would have much rather found that village in the game and seen the first time there.
Yeah.
And it was a real challenge to create both.
This world map feels a lot like Bravely Default 2.
You'll definitely need SKZL traveling around. We're super happy with the result though, as there's a lot of side paths and entire hidden levels. If you want to fight the toughest bosses of the game, you will have to explore. Good luck.
Yeah, that reminds me of the Emerald.
Weapon?
Yeah, and Ruby.
Yeah.
We've poured our hearts and souls into this game.
Yeah, I'm down. You got me. I'll pick this one up.
That's why we're delighted to announce that Expedition 33 launches on April 24th.
Okay.
On Xbox Series X and
Please
S,
PC.
and is available day one with Xbox Game Pass. You can already
Nope.
purchase the game and follow us for more info.
You got me so excited.
Hey, you can buy it for me and I can watch you play it over here.
Right.
It's our debut game, and we
I guess I could
can't
always
wait
get
to
it through
discover
Game Pass
our
on
story,
PC, but
our world, and our take on
Yeah.
this genre.
I honestly think they're trying to cut down on the when it gets announced.
Yeah.
On the Microsoft side, I think it's right when it gets announced and when it comes out.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
When they can show you the game, that they want you to be able to get it soon.
it did say PS5 and PC there. So
Okay.
theoretically,
Yeah, they just didn't want to mention them because this is the Xbox,
Yeah.
the Microsoft developers. So here's Doom.
Yep.
Yeah. Can't help it. God, I have to bang my head.
I'm really hopeful for this one because I love Doom 2016. I didn't love Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
Welcome to Dallas, Texas, home of id Software. Where more than
Yay!
30 years ago, a small team of game developers helped define and set a course for first-person shooters. A lot has changed since then, but our team is as passionate as ever. And the most important values at the core of our games, innovation, craftsmanship, and performance, remain a priority for
Some of
us
them,
to
yeah.
this day.
I think also they're trying to reduce the turnaround time because Microsoft's stock has been in a kind of an iffy spot lately.
Yeah.
In the legendary Doom
And trying to
franchise.
pick that back up.
It is an honor to work on this game, to carry on its tradition of creating all-out, groundbreaking levels of fun.
So now, we're excited to share with you a look at our most ambitious game yet.
That doesn't
This is
necessarily
Doom:
fill me with
The Dark
joy.
Ages.
No.
That was so stupid I mouthed the words.
So my issue with Doom Eternal was that, like, you had specific weapons for specific enemies, kind of like I was talking about earlier with DMC,
Yeah.
and you had to use those. You know,
Right.
Doom 2016, you had your whole toolbox.
Yeah.
Doom: The Dark Ages, you will feel like the super weapon in the center of a medieval
I hope
war
so,
against
instead of just a bunch of keys like I did in Doom Eternal.
sci-fi
Right.
fantasy world full of locations to explore, powerful weapons to unlock, and enemies to conquer. This is a prequel to Doom 2016, and that's given us the opportunity to reimagine every aspect of this experience. So if you're new
So
to the
now we can
franchise,
reuse the
Doom:
assets and
Dark
art
Ages will be
styles
the
and just
perfect entry point into the series.
And have a moment at the end of the game where Doom Guy loses all his weapons so that he can start 2016.
Yeah.
Is really a return to form. So let's break
Skull
it down,
gun.
starting with
Yeah.
the combat.
No, is it just
In Doom
We
Eternal,
will go
you
in
felt
there?
like a
Okay.
fighter jet. In Doom: The Dark Ages, you'll be an iron tank. Heavy, strong, but
Sure,
still
that's what I
fast.
want out of Doom.
A grounded combat system with an emphasis on power over the acrobatics of Doom Eternal.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Sounds like they listened.
And a balance between
Because a lot of people were frustrated with Eternal.
Yeah. You're not Samus.
Right.
You know.
Just like in the classic Doom games. But it's not all about nostalgia. Innovation is the goal, always. And so for Doom: The Dark Ages, it's an all
Yeah, there was a Fuecoco in there.
tools and new mechanics to master. Let me introduce you to
The shield saw.
Yeah.
This would be cooler, I think, if we didn't already know about this weapon.
Yeah.
But it is still very cool.
All from one input. It's contextual. Tons of depth on a single
Okay.
button press.
That was another problem with Eternal, is you had a bunch of buttons you had to push all the time.
Yeah.
So again, it sounds like they're listening.
Well, Doom doesn't need to be that complicated.
Yeah.
You know? You're a Doom guy.
Yeah.
You beat up demons.
Right.
That's the...
I just want to hit them a bunch and watch them die.
You know, that was it. That was your choice. Originally, you had Doom, Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
You either beat up demons or you beat up Nazis.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Because if you're going to stand and fight, then you got to have something to follow up that opening parry with. How about an iron flail?
Sure.
Yeah.
Or maybe an electrified gauntlet.
Three, you get lost. Yeah. Yeah.
Or even a Doom spiked mace. That's right, we have 3 melee options
Yeah?
that are part of a melee system. All on one input, complete with combos and upgrades. And it's totally awesome. And you can finish off the demons
Fist in the
now
kick.
with an all-new, unsynced, completely in the player's control.
Okay, that's much better.
Yeah.
Eternal had like the 3 big things going against it, right? And the third was every kill was the same.
Yeah.
And you had to do them.
With total freedom.
Very
That
nice.
seems like a ton, but that's just 2 inputs. We got one more really important button that we haven't talked about yet.
Okay.
Right.
The trigger.
Grinding up the skulls to launch them. Oh, it looks so good.
They did the music perfect there, too.
All about the guns.
That's funny.
Dark Ages has some of the most ridiculously powerful weapons that we've ever created.
I don't know what copy of art. That's great. It should be a blast.
I love that. I'm going to use that gun all the time.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Is that what I'm using that one, right?
Yep.
I get you.
That's what I'm using that. Look, and you just load more skulls in to grind them down.
Yeah, that's great.
Those spikes.
So let's take a look at some extended gameplay footage.
Yes.
And
Just,
see
you've
how
told me
these
all I
new
need to know. Just let me
mechanics
see
synergize with
murder.
the enemies and the environments to form the new
I think we're going to do this. Hey, we're going to give you like, you know, just like half the first level.
Yep.
Let's see it. The depth looks great way off in the background.
Yeah.
See off. It kind of looks like a war going on with all the stuff going on.
This is already looking more like 2016 too, because as you can see, they're not moving a lot.
Yeah.
Doom Eternal, you always had to be moving because you were Samus, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Using it as a grapple almost. Looks like you can only parry the green ones.
That might be giving you the context of.
Yeah, it could be.
Sure. Maybe. I don't know.
And just straight into the melee a minute ago too. Baby game confirmed. Yeah, yeah.
And under the hood, for the first time in an id game, we've made our combat more approachable and flexible than ever before.
Okay, accessibility settings?
Difficulty system and sliders
Oh.
that will allow players to tune the speed and challenge of the game
So he's
to
finished
whatever fits
2016.
them best. You can slow things down, or
I like
speed
that it's
them
not
up.
just a mode either.
Yeah. Yeah, you got some.
Play doesn't end with just the Slayer. We
What do you
finally
mean?
have for you. We've been
What do
waiting
you
for 2
mean?
games now to get in.
You get a
and
mech?
pilot your very own 30-story Atlas, which is a mech.
Yeah, he's going to play it.
Building. It's powerful, and you can beat giant Titan-sized demons to death with your gauntleted fists. And if that wasn't enough, we also have for you your
I don't care, go back to the mech.
fire-breathing, Gatling gun-toting cybernetic dragon.
Sure, I mean, that's sick. Go back to the mech.
They have a full suite of abilities and even mini-bosses.
Okay.
The spectacle is epic. The power fantasy is unlike anything we've made it.
That's what I want out of Doom. I want the power fantasy.
Right.
You know?
I'm playing there to beat some butt.
Right. Oh, the giant man gets a giant chain gun.
We know that fans of single-player action games expect more than just great combat.
Multiplayer in
to pull them
2016
through
was
the
really good.
experience. So we're excited to share with you not just the
Eventually.
gunplay,
Yeah.
but the world.
As soon as it goes on sale.
Your
Look, I'm down for
journey will
exploration.
take you to
Yeah.
the far reaches of the Doom universe. Mysterious worlds from the Slayer's past.
Okay.
Dark forests, dungeons, ancient hellscapes, battlefields.
Is this open world then? No,
Through
surely not.
exploration, you'll be
I don't know. Don't call me Shirley.
and godlike powers every step of the way.
Okay.
Now armed with your trusty shield saw, you're gonna cut, leap, and smash.
I like how it doesn't just drag you to it either. It's still a leap. You still have to use it well.
There's always something new waiting to be discovered
Keys.
or destroyed.
No,
Now
you
let's
can't
take a
not have the
closer
key.
look
Right.
at just one of the many missions you'll experience in Doom: The Dark Ages. In this level,
Yeah.
you'll meet
Yeah,
Even if it is open world.
and save a city from
Yeah.
certain destruction. Explore the medieval battlefield outside the castle walls, seeking out targets and enemy formations along the way to engage with as you see fit.
See, there's clearly context, like stuff you can do when they're glowing purple.
Yeah.
And they're just not doing them, which is what I want. I want to be able to play it my way.
Right.
Ever in a Doom game. Discovering
It looks like you're going to with all the sliders.
and dungeon-like mines
That's just
of
great.
vital resources.
Hilarious.
It never hurt. Like, it makes me smile every time.
Where you go, who you fight,
I'm hoping there's guns they haven't showed us yet, too. You know?
I'm sure. Because that's kind of like, especially the double barrel shotgun. That's for sure.
once you've broken the enemy assault, head back to the main gates because the battle isn't over yet.
That's where you got to get the mech.
It really is, right? Look at him.
And the soundtrack
That's
to
a
your
fun
epic
cut.
adventures will be composed by the award-winning team at Finishing Move, providing you with a metal soundscape that's loaded with guitars, medieval vibes, and pure adrenaline. You'll feel like you're expanding the legend of the Slayer with every mission you complete.
Great.
And speaking
Story
of that
time.
legend, the story of Doom: The Dark Ages, like everything else in the game, is big. It's a summer blockbuster event with everything on the line.
All right.
And you are the star of the show.
Don't show me too much
Your
now,
power
guys.
is coveted by your enemies and withheld from your allies. With the Slayer imprisoned at the start of our story, the balance of power between good and evil is shifting, and time is running out. It's a new story and the perfect entry point for new players. It's
Heck
easier
yeah.
to access now as we've taken the narrative.
That was
out
for
of
the
codex
shield, not
and
for
into
new
the
entry
cutscenes,
points.
Right.
Featuring new characters, old allies, and powerful new villains.
Okay.
And for returning players, it leads directly into the Doom 2016 Slayer's Testaments. It's an
Sure.
action story worthy of the Slayer's
I
legend.
really don't care about the story in Doom, to be honest.
Well, that's true.
I'm not opposed to it being a good story while I'm playing it. But
You're right.
That is not what I came to.
It's
this
not
game
the
for.
point.
10 years of making modern Doom games together. And we've done better with every game.
Can y'all just walk behind them, act like y'all are talking?
Yeah, it's exactly.
We're gonna pick up some people as we're going along. It's the end of the day, right? Everybody's going home. Walk 2 by 2. Oh, we got somebody
The best
off
game
there.
id has ever made.
But that is for you to decide. When Doom: The Dark Ages
These people just hang out in the room here.
Hey, okay.
All right then.
Dude,
Well then.
Texas flag shirt behind him there.
Yeah.
It is Dallas.
That's true.
All right. I assume we're not. That's the main workspace. I assume we're not getting any follow up from there. That'll be
Main
a
workspace,
goodbye.
yeah,
and
a joke.
Maybe a sizzle reel, and then we'll be done.
You should, let's see.
Can I move?
Okay.
You got a sizzle reel now?
Yeah.
You will feel like the
That's a nice
super
little
weapon
reminder
at the
there,
center of
too.
a medieval war against hell.
Yeah, we just saw that. Certainly a choice to start with that.
Yeah.
Designed around textile crafting and spinning wheels. The combat system is.
I do think that idea behind combat is cool.
Yeah.
Our reactive turn-based
So
system
stoked for
adds
this.
real-time reaction, which gives combat greater intensity.
I did not expect to walk in here today and be told there's a sick new turn-based game coming.
From France.
Yeah.
忍者アクションを駆使して乗り越えていくことになります
皆様に進化した忍者ガイデンを触っていただける日を楽しみにしています
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden, man.
This was a good show, I think.
Not bad, not bad, for sure.
I think they did a good job explaining stuff. Maybe showed too much, right?
I think so. I need a.
I really don't want to pay the new Game Pass prices, but new Game Pass is cheaper than buying one of these games outright. so,
Outright.
You know,
That's the plan.
buy it for a month, beat it, and then unsubscribe again.
Right?
If I do it in May, I can play both.
That's
Expedition
true.
33 and Doom. Yeah. I think that was pretty good. Which one are you most excited for?
Well, Doom the Dark Ages just looks like a blast going through.
Yeah.
I think Expedition 33 is a little bit of I think it's kind of a gamble.
That's a good point.
Fair enough. Got you there, buddy. Got you there.
Monster Hunter Wilds is.
Expedition 33, I think it's going to be a gamble.
Yeah.
Like, that may be wonderful. I kind of feel that way about South of Midnight, too.
Yeah.
I really wish I'd have picked a different
frame rate.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't need stop motion and everything. I think it'd be great without stop motion.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, I think that could be it reminds me a bit of, there's a game played long time ago, but I think it's been put out on Xbox and other things. It's been American McGee's Alice.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's something about it that reminds me of that.
Yeah, I agree.
And I like that game, but there's stuff about that game that's very aggravating.
Yeah.
And then Ninja Gaiden 4 is a Ninja Gaiden game, so
yeah, that looks cool.
If it looks cool, it may be kind of disappointing.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard, but it depends. I think that was kind of a hit or miss as well.
For me, Expedition 33 is absolutely one I will play this year. And it might suck, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, it's a gamble.
Yeah.
It's either going to be incredible or terrible, and I don't think there's going to be a middle ground there. Doom, I will pick up at some point, either through a Game Pass, like 1 month thing, or getting it when it goes on sale on Steam.
Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden, I probably won't play this year. That'll probably be next year when it's on for like $20, you know.
Yeah.
South of Midnight, it's not even on my radar, personally. I think it looks very cool. I would love to see somebody play it, but I don't know with that frame rate if I can stomach it. You know? Like it kind of, just a little bit of motion sickness in there with that, which I have that same problem with Spider-Verse, but Spider-Verse was good enough that, you know, I finished it anyway. I don't go back and watch it all the time.
Right.
You know?
For me, it just, like I said, it fit the comic book movie.
Yeah.
Because it's like, hey, you're flipping pages in a comic.
Yeah.
There's something, artistically, it works.
Yeah.
And then ever since then, don't use it. That worked for them. It's not necessary.
So that's my personal thing, is I will for sure play Expedition 33 and Doom this year at some point.
Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden 4 maybe next year. South of Midnight, who knows? It could get rave reviews and I'd be told, hey, I need to check it out, you know?
All right.
But, do you have any other thoughts?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay. Then, Canada. Until next time, I've been Trey.
I've been hungry.
Thanks so much for watching, and this has been the Full Spectrum. Remember to always enjoy the full spectrum that Xbox has to offer.
Right on. Catch you later.